We actually have a really good episode. Pat doesn't have a good game, but TyKo and Adam have really good games where we thought out how do we talk about the first 3 weeks of football while also being able to look to the future. And Adam took his power rankings very seriously this week. He also got the numbers all correct. So no tweaking. Very sound power rankings. I have a fantasy wide receiver game that I want to talk about. TyKo's going to rank every 1 and 2 team. He tiered them because he had no idea how to actually rank them. So he tiered them in a very fun way. And then Pat, you have a fantasy game?
Yeah, we're gonna guess top fantasy players basically.
We're going to talk fantasy.
Are we not doing first team all pro?
We're gonna have first team all pro in there.
Yeah.
And we got to do a first team all pro.
And then we're going to play a little Wavelength.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
NFL Week 3 Wavelength.
By the way, you don't know the number. We decided the number earlier.
Oh, fun. So I get to play.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
People that are listening are going to get to guess with you, essentially.
We'll tell.
And those that are watching will be able to see it.
So if you're listening right now, go over to the YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and then watch the episode this time versus listening, so you can know the number beforehand. Or if you want to listen to it,
or if you want to play along.
Exactly, you can play along.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It's Wednesday, September 25th, my favorite day of the week. The day we get to argue about nothing.
Hump
day. The day I
day.
get to take my power rankings seriously. And the day Pat gets to wake up. Because you better...
I'm tired.
I'll be honest with you.
The coffee's on the way. I just ordered
the
it.
coffee. Better hurry the fuck up.
You
The
can hear it
coffee
in
will
the
be
voice, too, with
Yeah,
Pat.
yeah.
You could probably see it in our eyes as well.
I'll admit, I woke up. What is it? 10:07. I woke up 37 minutes ago.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
And there's no running water in my building right now. All of the electricity is turned off, as is the running water. So I didn't even get a wake up shower either. So no wake up shower, no coffee. 30 minutes ago I woke up. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to wake up for you guys, but I am tired.
Well, the morning routine we have in our group chat is one of us usually texts coffee, ? Everyone writes our coffee orders. This morning, I wrote coffee, pulled up to Starbucks, store's temporarily closed.
That's fucking bullshit, man.
How is
What
it?
do you-
How
was
is a
open last
coffee shop
night.
closed in the middle of the week?
I drove past it last night. It was open at 7
The
p.m.
one that's like right here?
Yes, the one that's right here. How does that happen?
What am I gonna do
You
for like
should
my
have
afternoon
you
coffee?
should have gone to El Bagel.
I panicked. I haven't lived here long enough to know where else I can go.
El Bagel.
It's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're gonna make it work.
Such
DoorDash
good
has been
coffee.
ordered. It'll be here soon. Over under, I don't know, 10 more minutes.
How you doing, Pat?
Confused. But
you?
let's move on.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Sure. Yeah, we're going to do great.
yeah.
It's going to be a great episode. We're going to bring the energy up. Our coffee's going to get delivered at some point in this episode, and I think the energy is going to change probably 15 minutes afterwards.
I think it's gonna be here very soon.
Here's the bad news. Everyone we work with is usually just like not. We don't like helping each other out sometimes. I think we're gonna have a hard time having someone bring it up.
I think we can do it.
I think one of us could get up in the middle of the episode and go get the
you
coffees.
think? Oh, okay.
At worst case scenario.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Are we ready to jump in?
I was just thinking.
All right,
I was
let's
like,
jump in.
Joey, James aren't bringing it up.
Joey might.
Joey might.
Joey might. I don't know about James, but Joey might.
wouldn't.
All right, so fellas, congratulations are in store.
Oh, you want to do that
yeah,
before I
yeah.
even get into an ad read about better picks?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Congratulations are in store. Ready for
You're
this?
pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. I texted the boys last night. I said I have a very exciting news. We have to talk about something first thing on the show tomorrow.
And now they always say.
Congratulations to the Houston Texans on winning the AFC South. They've already won it. Every other team sucks. Even though they look bad, it is a quarterback thing at the end of the day. Trevor Lawrence looks horrid.
Oh.
You're telling me Will Levis is anything better than ass?
Yeah.
No.
He's got a.
I'll be honest. I'm disappointed that that's the news.
I
thought there was something fun, personal achievement, perhaps
Same.
a family member maybe getting a promotion or maybe something in there. I thought it was like TyKo did something or a Kozub or someone you knew.
I'll be honest.
Texans.
I thought I did think it was something a little bit more like real congratulations in store and not like the Houston Texans, because
I mean, they did. Yeah, you're right. You're
No,
right.
they locked it up. Like, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
I don't agree.
Who's going to give them a run for their money? The Colts? You're scared of Anthony Richardson, who looks like fucking Cam Newton after he fumbled the ball in the Super Bowl? That's what Anthony Richardson looks like right now.
You really think the Colts have any shot?
It's not that I think that the Colts have a shot. It's I don't think the Texans are as good as we thought.
No, me neither. But I think 10-7 wins that division easily.
Which, like,
The Jags might be one of the 5 worst teams in football. Don't know how that happened. The Titans, probably one of the worst 5 teams in football.
Sorry to break it to you. I know you were very high on them. But
I
they
was very
suck.
high, but
Colts-
they're being held back by Will Levis for sure.
Kind of an important position to be held back.
It's a quarterback thing.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
I said. It's a quarterback
Sure,
thing.
congrats, Houston.
Next time, bring something personal. The way you framed it sure sounded like TyKo did something.
I'm reading the text.
It did sound like you
What
actually
did I say?
had.
I said.
Well, it was
something to say.
also like a before we start type of thing. Like, this is a football podcast, so like that's just like a topic to
It was
talk
like before
about.
we get into it.
It said,
that was like a before we get into
Yeah.
it type of thing.
I know. I said I also have something to announce on the pod. Congratulations is due. And Adam said, "You're pregnant." I said, "Wait for the pod."
I have
And then I
something
said, "But
to
yes."
announce. I have something to announce.
All right.
As though TyKo has something to announce.
Okay.
I do want to say this though, because we are gonna talk football and play a lot of games today. But did you know that Commanders Bengals game was I believe the first game since like 1940 that there were no punts and no turnovers in the game?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
I
obviously that's
saved that
not
stat
something that
somewhere, but-
happens commonly.
That feels like way
But
too
that
long.
I'm gonna go hard no.
There's also the caveat of no turnovers.
Does turnover on downs count?
I'll be honest. I saw the stat and I wish. Oh yes, tonight's Commanders Bengals game was the first NFL game since 1940 with no turnovers or punts.
No.
What do you mean?
Elias
Schefter-
Sports Bureau?
Schefter.
That's pretty good.
Shit. That's better.
Wait. Yes, it is Elias Sports. Schefter tweeted it per Elias Sports Bureau.
Really? I stand corrected. There's no
And
arguing
Stat Muse.
Elias.
And StatMuse.
There's no arguing those guys.
Yeah. So that game was wild. Jaden Daniels, man. That
Holy
dude is.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Are we talking about him?
I think we should. I'm happy to talk about Jaden Daniels right now.
Oh, can we do? I want to go back to with one of the graphics that was posted last night. I want us to rank the quarterbacks that played on Monday Night Football last night and who was the best, who was the worst. There were 5 that played. Really, the question is who was better, Jaden Daniels or Josh Allen?
I'm sorry, but like Jaden Daniels is the fun pick. It was Josh Allen. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter, and he had 4 touchdowns in the first half. And as a Dolphins fan, I cannot. Again, this is 2 episodes in a row where I've talked to you about my Dolphins group chat. The entire conversation was, we are so fucking fucked.
Yes.
Because Josh Allen is the quarterback. I don't know how you watch Josh Allen play football as a Dolphins fan and not say to yourself, there's literally no chance. You're saying Jaden over Josh?
I wish I framed the question a little more differently because then I could defend this argument a little more. Who impressed me more
Was Jaden.
Was Jaden Daniels, who played better. It's close. I mean, Jaden Daniels had more touchdown passes than he did incompletions. He was 21 for 23 with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
And I understand Josh Allen had 4 touchdowns, but I bet he had 5 incompletions, which Jaden Daniels didn't. And Jaden Daniels, it was a better game. Josh Allen, that game was over. The Jags quit very quickly. It was just curb stomp, curb stomp, curb stomp. I'm done, and the Bills are going to run all over me. Jaden Daniels had to be clutch. He had to lead his team on drives. The Bengals were scoring points, as we just said. They didn't punt or turn it over. So he had to go up against a bit more of a formidable opponent. So I was more impressed by Jaden Daniels than Josh Allen.
Okay. Did you see the stat that in the last 14 games, I think it was the last 14 games, teams that are, I think that the team that is favored by more than 5.5 points is like 2-14, I think, or 2-12,
right?
I think it is, or something.
Straight up or against the spread?
No, straight up against the spread. And then I think they on Sunday and Monday they were 0-4.
What you just said made no sense.
Really?
Straight up or against the spread?
No, against the spread.
Yeah, you said straight up against the spread.
And then Sunday and Monday they were 0-4, I believe.
Another stat. Speaking about dogs barking,
Straight up that was.
This weekend was the first time I'll throw it out there, just make this claim, but someone fact check me. First time in NFL history that the 3 biggest underdogs won straight up. So you had the
Giants.
You had the Giants, you had the Broncos, and you had the Commanders. Those
crazy.
were the 3 biggest underdogs, and they all just straight up won.
That's insane. I mean, I guess if we're talking about Monday night and you wanted to rank them, the person at the bottom of the list was Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think I would go Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence.
We got to have a conversation about Trevor Lawrence.
Is he ass?
The topic on Twitter was Trevor Lawrence is just Daniel Jones with long hair. This dude is fucking ass.
Yeah.
Can I read you the stats?
Yes, please.
Side-by-side comparison. Daniel Jones has a better completion percentage, 64% compared to 63%. Over the course of their career, Trevor Lawrence, 2,900 passing. Yes.
How many have they played the same number
Daniel
of
Jones
games?
has played more games. So
How many more? Just for reference.
He's played 10 more.
Okay. For counting stats, that's somewhat important, but
I'm just going off of this. Trevor Lawrence, 2,900 passing yards. Daniel Jones, 2,500 passing yards. Oh, per season. This is an average, actually. This seems like an average, yeah. 330 rushing yards for Daniel Jones per season. Trevor Lawrence, 254 rushing yards per season. A career passer rating. All right, so this is all encompassing now. I'm going down it. Career passer rating for Trevor Lawrence is 84. For Daniel Jones, it's 85.
so he's worse.
Yes. For Trevor Lawrence's career QBR, it's 50.25.
That's not good.
And for Daniel Jones, it's 51.67.
That's also not good.
And now
That's
let's talk career touchdown to INTs. Trevor Lawrence has 60 touchdowns thrown to 40 INTs. Daniel Jones, 66 touchdowns to 42 INTs.
That's not.
Neither one of them's very good, but we make fun of Daniel Jones like he is worse than every quarterback in the NFL.
He's way more memeable.
I'm going to put it more into context this year about how bad Trevor Lawrence has been. He is a 52.8% completion percentage this year. That's the second worst in the NFL. That's ahead of only Anthony Richardson, who has been terrible this year, but he's behind Bryce Young. He's behind Deshaun Watson, who has been the worst quarterback in the last 24 years for the Browns. Behind Caleb Williams and behind Bo Nix. Damn. Like Trevor Lawrence, like we literally talked about this dude as a generational quarterback. And at some point, that one throw, I don't know if you guys remember, that one throw, I think it was like 3rd and 8 or something. He overthrew him. That's when DeMar Hamlin picked him off. Like that is not a throw that a generational quarterback makes. That is a throw that someone who is a bottom 5 to 10 quarterback makes. And if Jack was here, he'd be so happy because he can't stand Trevor Lawrence. But Trevor Lawrence is ass.
I don't get how these Clemson quarterbacks come into the league as this like huge hype up and then they suck.
Like, I think maybe Dabo knows what he's doing down there. He gets the best out of him.
Trevor, Deshaun, I think we're going to see the same thing with Cade Klubnik when he comes into the league eventually. Like, these guys clearly have success in college, and then they come in the pros, and it just does not translate at all. So I think you're right. Maybe it is a Dabo.
I'm going to go and blame the organization. Like, you're playing for the Jaguars. They're the Jaguars. They're kind of similar to the Jets, the Browns, the Bears.
I don't know if I agree with that. I actually think like they don't on paper have that bad of a team.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a culture. It's a vibe. It's a we're not good. We're gonna stink. And it's kind of like complacency with being mediocre. Like their season where they made the wild card, beat the Chargers in that crazy game in the playoffs. Yeah. They were probably like, we did it. We peaked. We did it. And they peaked, and that very clearly was their peak with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback.
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk about better picks. You want to check where our coffee is right now?
Yeah, I believe it actually is arriving.
Arriving or has arrived?
I think James is going to get it right now.
Wow.
Like from
he's
the front
actually
door.
doing it. He's doing it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did offer him something, but yeah.
All right. Well, right before our coffee comes, I want to talk to you about better picks because we got a great episode, and man, were we close. We're going to get it. Thursday Night Football is going to be the night that we finally hit our better picks lineup. Man, we were one away. Austin Siebert. We didn't 1,000 exit. We did 10 exit. We went for 50 for 500, but I want to talk to you about 1,000x payouts. We're one of the highest daily fantasy apps out there when it comes to multipliers, right? There's only one app out there where it's as easy to play where you can go from $1 to 1,000.
It's actually not even as easy because, like, it's not even. Yeah, come in. Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Wow. All right, we gotta wait.
This?
We gotta.
It's Starbucks to go.
What's
Thank you.
this? Oh, pumpkin spice latte season.
Yeah, spooky season, scary Terry season. So while Adam is opening the coffees that just got here, this coffee break is now fully sponsored by Better Picks, and James left the door open. I'm gonna have to go fix that. No,
Okay.
it ruins sound.
Yeah, this is a bit of a broken ad read, so I'll come in and save it. Better Picks offers 1,000x payouts. It's the only place where you can turn $100 into 100,000, and that's correct, folks. I know other guys might have the 1,000x, but it's the only place you can turn 100 into 100,000. And then we also just have higher multipliers once you get to 5 picks and up. If you do 5 picks on our app and you do 5 picks on another app, you're going to get paid more on our app.
Thanks,
so
Pat.
it's a pretty simple decision. You go with the better choice, and the better choice is Better Picks. Go download Better, play Better Picks, and let's drink some coffee. And
that was great.
Yeah,
I'll
that
be
was
honest. That saved me.
yeah,
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was huge. I heard James in the background start coming in, and I didn't know if he was going to come in the middle of it. But wow, that just was
Yeah, no,
awesome.
that was actually unreal.
All right, where do we want to start today? You want to start power rankings?
Sure.
Start with the logic. Get you guys' brain going. Think about NFL teams.
Sure.
I've been thinking about the whole week. Okay. Come on. There's people's that's ears you're in right now making those sounds. So
When those like 2 sips of coffee hit.
the first, it's the best first sip of a drink, and a tall boy Arnold Palmer. When you crack that bitch open for the first time, you go glug, 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 glug. And you drink you drink like half of it in the first sip. Oh,
that's not at all where I was going with it. All right. Well, hey, NFL Week 4 power rankings. I put a lot of thought into this. All right. I know last week I messed it up. Last week the list was all over the place, but I actually took my time while that Bengals Commanders game was going on and started making it. All right. 1 through 32.
Let's go.
All 32 teams. Very sound. It's a very sound.
I'm so ready to.
And I have, and similar to what TyKo and I have talked about, it's can the team below them beat the team above them? I believe that right now, these teams that are ahead of them will beat the team ahead of them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So
the
way you're framing this is if in week 4 these teams were matched up, you would bet on 9 to beat 8 on the money line.
Most of the time. Now, granted,
8 to be 9.
8 to be 9.
Sorry, but
yes.
I'm not going to sit here and say that the any given Sunday argument doesn't play.
Yeah, well,
it
no
does.
shit.
Like
but
the
I'm
Giants
just saying,
can beat the Browns.
if someone said, gun to your head, $1,000, you have to bet on one of these teams to win, you're taking the 7th team over the 8th team.
Sometimes. But it's an any given Sunday. Well, I can only go what I've seen in the first 3 weeks. This is where this list comes from. Okay. Number 1. There's a changing of the guard, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
There's a changing of the guard at number 1 in the power rankings. It is the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills are playing the best football right now. And you could say, yes, the Chiefs have played harder opponents, and the Bills have played no one. But there's an identity going on. It's the same reason that last week I said the Chargers were high on my list. They are sticking to ground and pound, and Josh Allen is not making mistakes. And when you could beat the absolute brakes off of the Jags, you beat the absolute brakes off of the Dolphins, and the Cardinals, who I think are still a good team, I've been the most impressed with the Bills the first 3 weeks. They got to take number 1 for me.
I think that's a fun pick, not the right pick. Like
That's
I think,
fun.
like I think that's like where that's where you want to be. I just don't know if that's like correct.
I think, in a podcast where we kind of have to overreact to things, I like the pick because the Bills have looked dominant, but I will never take the number 1 power ranking away from Pat Mahomes until he loses.
If the
a game,
Bills
and
and
I'm
the
forced
Chiefs
to.
played on a
taking
neutral
the Chiefs.
site next week,
Chiefs.
Well, I mean, no,
I
think
can
the
make
Bills
an
are-
argument that the
yeah.
Bills win that for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you
No,
could
but I
make
think
an
it'd be-
argument.
like, I don't
Okay,
think
you
it
want-
says
I'm
Chiefs.
gonna win this argument. My quarterback's Pat Mahomes.
And I think Josh Allen's the second best quarterback, so
Yes,
I'm not worried.
second best.
Okay. I got the Bills 1.
Yeah.
I love what they've been doing 2 is the
Okay,
Chiefs.
Chiefs do, yeah.
Yeah. 3,
Wait, who was 2?
the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah.
It's just I had to change it. I just think Buffalo looks amazing right now.
They do.
But that's
They
going to
really
change.
do. They really do.
Number 3, the Minnesota Vikings.
Really?
When you are performing, when you beat the brakes off the Niners, when you beat the brakes off the Texans, bro, you made the Texans irrelevant. That was the high school sweetheart of this NFL season. Everyone loved the Houston Texans, loved CJ Stroud. You made them irrelevant. You benched CJ Stroud. And the Vikings defense playing like one of the best in the NFL. I don't know how you don't put the Vikings number 3 right now with how they're playing.
I was wondering how high up you were going to have the Vikings, and 3 felt high when you first said it, but I just did a scroll of the scoreboard, and I don't know who else you could put above them, honestly. I can't make a solid case for any other team to be in the 3 spot over the 3-0 Vikings, who have curb stomped what we thought were 2 of the best teams in football in the 49ers and the Texans.
And on behalf of Jack, because we got another 1,000 DMs last night saying apologize, and I literally have tagged Jack, please acknowledge how stupid you look. I will apologize on Jack's behalf.
I will also apologize. I probably agreed with him.
I will not apologize.
I will not
still think you guys
apologize
might
either.
be fraudulent.
But I thought J.J. McCarthy was your quarterback.
That's fair. Jack did say that. That is, but hey,
And
you're
I think
number
he's
3.
ass.
You're number 3. I'm giving you love. Number 4, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Number 5, the Lions.
Yeah.
I think that's high.
I think there's a lot of parity in the league this year.
Yeah, there is.
I
yeah.
think
No,
after
there
the
is.
Bills and Chiefs, you could put any of these teams in any order.
I still think, and I'll show you this. This is where the argument begins. Number 6 is the Steelers. You're 3-0, but I think the Lions fucking curb stomp you if you
I
guys
think
play.
curb stomp. The Steelers,
Justin Fields has the Lions number.
Here's what I'll say about the Steelers. I don't think that I think you make the argument that the Steelers have not played anyone. However, that was the first game Justin Fields played well. The offense might be getting better. The defense is playing incredibly. So I can't not put them there with how they've played because they've won games basically
Honestly,
with one
it's a good
side of the
hedge
ball.
in week 3.
the Steelers do not scare
You'll look
me as a
super
3-0
smart
team.
if the Steelers go like 10-0 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Number 7, the Texans. I mean, it's tough, but I'm going to still keep them there at 2-1.
The team that was made irrelevant is 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
Not too irrelevant yet.
They were made irrelevant by the third team.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I think this is. I love my list. I reviewed it like 5 times. Number 8, the Saints. You played the Eagles, but I still think the Saints, like, the fact that you stayed in the game, the defense played well, and yes, I know Devontae Smith was out. Like, I actually thought the Saints showed me a lot more than I thought, because if the Saints went out and put up just a shit ton of points, it would have been holy shit, this offense is really good. But the fact that they stayed in it, they stayed competitive with one of the best teams in the NFC, and I think that the Eagles will be there when it's all said and done, and those last few teams in the NFC. I think the Saints are still there.
Yeah, I'm starting to have a problem with this list.
Me too.
Okay. 9, the Packers.
Yeah.
I would have them higher. I would have them higher. I think Jordan Love might be back this week, and even if not, Malik Willis looks so sick.
If the Saints and the Packers played right now with Malik Willis as the quarterback, because I know right now that is the information I have.
I would take the Packers.
As much as I love the Packers, I have to take the Saints.
I would take the Packers.
The Saints came crashing back to earth for me. I know you said you were impressed with what you saw, but the Eagles' defense hasn't been good this year and held them to, 12 points, I think it was. The Saints, and I'm waiting for my guys. When do my guys get said?
Number 10, the Seahawks.
Whoa.
I actually wanted to put them a little lower, but you're 3-0, and I actually don't think they played well against the Dolphins. And a lot of people said they did, but you're 3-0.
They didn't. Yeah, no, they got up to a 17-3. They got up to a 17-3 lead, and then I think they realized they didn't have to try that hard.
I actually think the Dolphins even kept them in the game. They should have ran through them. Number 10, but I got to give them credit. They're in the top 10.
You're on 11 now.
I know. Number 11, the Ravens. I actually don't know what I'm seeing with the Ravens. I know the Ravens beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, now I'm pissed.
Wait,
I'm
where's
pissed.
But the Ravens defense has been terrible. And I still believe that the Ravens peaked last year. I still do. Okay. But Lamar looked like vintage Lamar, and you got Derrick Henry the ball. Because of that, I'm keeping you just outside the top 10, and I still believe in the Ravens. Number 12, the New York Jets. Welcome. No, what? You played the Patriots.
Yeah, I know. But a lot of these teams played really bad teams. You got to beat the bad teams, and we beat them as dominantly as you could. I know the scoreboard might not look as lopsided as people want.
I could put the Jets over the Seahawks, but the Seahawks are 3-0, and I'm not going to.
I'm putting the Jets over the Ravens too.
Ravens Jets.
I would take the
Ravens Jets play tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm going to bet on the Ravens.
I'm taking the Jets. I also would totally bet on the Jets over the Steelers.
Yeah.
And you have them 6.
But they're 3-0, and I got to credit them.
Okay. But I'm
not going to, I'm not.
Okay, so there's the hole in this list?
Nope, no hole. Patched. 13, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Tough loss.
Yeah,
Dropped them
I'm
out of the
pissed.
top 10, but this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, team, you could overlook a team and look like shit. I'm not going to panic just yet. I still think the Bucks are a good team.
That was the most overlooked game ever I've ever seen out of 100%. The Bucks, I'm a little upset with you guys because I wanted to love you, and now I hate you.
14, the 49ers. Just too many injuries right now.
Dude, did you see that fucking string of tweets by Shefty? Just 7 minutes from hell.
Javon Hargrave, Brock
season
Purdy.
done. Brock Purdy, back tightness, day to day. Christian McCaffrey's traveling to Germany to get a specialist opinion on his Achilles tendonitis.
So I'm going to try and trade for Christian McCaffrey right now in fantasy football.
Really?
Why, you think the Germans know what they're doing?
Yeah. So I saw a theory, and I was reading a bunch of shit on Twitter that right now the Germans in Germany or in
Nothing. I'm impressed.
In Europe, you're allowed to PRPs, like the platelets. Injections. You ever seen that shit?
No.
So they basically, I don't know the exact details, but like they take your blood and then they inject it in you. There's basically a higher concentration. In Europe, they can inject you with a higher concentration of your red blood cells versus in America, it's not totally legal. It's what Peyton Manning did. It's pretty much like stem cells in a way.
Interesting.
So Peyton Manning,
NFL's chill with that?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, I think.
As long as it's legal.
It's legal. Peyton Manning actually went to Europe and did that when he hurt his neck as well.
Interesting.
So there's a theory out there that this is probably what's best for CMC. Him going to Germany is actually best case scenario. He's probably frustrated. So I think there's a lot of managers out there in the fantasy world that are probably still going to panic on Christian McCaffrey. I think this is actually good for him. It's worth the chance. You might.
It's Oktoberfest season in Germany too.
So he's probably getting drunk. Wait, also I want to throw out there, like I saw someone on Twitter, just one of the Twitter doctors. You don't go to Germany if it's a straightforward injury. I don't think it's a good thing at all.
Yeah, me too. That was my reaction to it. Was, geez Louise, this guy has to fly to Europe to get another opinion on it. That's how bad it is.
No, I think that's just how it's being framed. So I'm gonna while we're on the subject, I'm just gonna give you the exact details.
That's how it's being framed. I saw one tweet and that was the decision.
So Jeff Mueller, who's a big guy in the fantasy community.
Sure.
Right now, I'm just gonna tell it to you because this is a Christian McCaffrey
He
thing.
just called me a sheep. I didn't like that. He was just
What?
like,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you
That's
just
what they
basically-
want you to
you
think.
basically that's what you want them to think. The
The
media's
fucking
telling
media got
So
you.
you.
I'm gonna
yeah.
read you this.
That's what he said.
I'm gonna read you Jeff's tweet, who's a physical therapist.
Sure.
And
I
is
saw
someone-
Shefty's tweet and Shefty's tweet only.
and I want you tell me if you change your thoughts. All right. I'm gonna try and go through this, but basically he said keys you need to know on tendon injuries and impact of injections. Right?
Get
They
to it
don't heal
faster.
quickly. Whatever.
No, like seriously, get to the important part.
I'm getting bored
I'll
already.
be honest. I was gonna go
Oh,
through it.
yeah, we're not
That's
doing
why.
that.
That's why I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But essentially.
He just showed us a
Basically,
novella.
yeah, this basically what he said is this is why I'm not viewing CMC flying to Germany as a bad thing. He's seeking an accelerated healing rate, and the best chance of that is in Germany and not the US.
Okay, cool. Move on.
Okay.
I
No, I agree. 15 the Chargers. We're gonna go rapid fire a little
Yeah,
bit.
sure.
Just poke
Sure,
holes.
the Chargers.
16 Cowboys.
Yeah.
Sure.
17 the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah.
18 the Cardinals.
Yeah.
19 the Commies. They're moving up.
Yeah, no,
They're
love
moving
that.
up.
Dude, commies are fun.
Wait.
I love when
like that?
rookie quarterbacks get into good offense, awful defense, and we just get to see the
It's
rookie
fun.
quarterback
It's fun.
slang that
Fun.
thing, and we're gonna pass the ball. I also saw a funny TikTok last night that they're just running like a high school offense. It's just you guys run a go route, you guys run some flats, a hook, and then like
Cliff Kingsbury
if
for
the
you.
first read isn't there, Jaden take off.
Yeah, I love that.
And it works like a charm.
You got a problem?
No, keep going.
Okay. Number 20 the Bengals. I would put them lower.
I might even put them lower. I'm
But it's
hammering
the
the panic button.
But it's the first game with T. Higgins. You're definitely hammering the panic button. That
Hammering.
coffee is
is
making me
bad.
burp. You're definitely hammering the panic button.
0-3 is awful.
Whatever. 21 Colts.
And wait, they've also lost to the Patriots and the.
No, they have bad losses.
No, yeah,
like
really
we
bad
have to talk
losses.
about the Bengals. Like at some point we
Yeah.
have to talk about the Bengals, but the time is right now. Not
Okay,
right
sorry.
now.
Well, who's
21
next?
the Colts.
Sure.
22 the Rams.
Sure.
23 the
I
Dolphins.
would flip flop those guys, Rams, Colts, but who cares?
Hold up. If the Bears are not soon,
the
I'm
Bears
gonna
are 24.
Yeah, I imagine they were right there.
The Dolphins are 23 though. I'm not going to put
I
them
think
all the way
we're a
down.
better team than you.
You're not. You have
are.
your quarterback.
You
I do
you guys
not.
don't have a quarterback at all. We
I
have the
think
number one prospect.
I
we're
would
playing-
bet on the Bears to beat the
we're playing
Dolphins.
I wouldn't.
Dude, did you watch the same game as
Yes,
what?
but that I think okay. Let me just keep going.
You think Skylar Thompson?
No,
No,
I just don't think he's going to play anymore. I think he's done.
I was waiting for
He
you
would
to say
have- he would
Dolphins
have-
for me to
And your
freak out.
quarterback is better
Now
than
I'm freaking
that.
out.
I'll
I'm
take
getting really
Tim-
mad.
I will
I'm
take-
getting really
I will
mad.
take a full fucking game with Tim Boyle than Skylar Thompson right now.
They would have 14 yards against the Bears defense.
No, I think the Dolphins will be better. I
Dude,
think
the
that-
Seahawks aren't like some
there
formidable.
was a lot of footage where Skylar Thompson just missed Tyreek Hill. I'm not getting into it. We're wasting
That's your
time.
quarterback.
Not anymore.
Who?
I'm boiling
Scoop.
over.
Who are you replacing him with?
go.
Pro Bowl quarterback Tyler
go.
Huntley. Is Caleb Williams a Pro Bowl quarterback? No. So 25 the Browns. 26 the Panthers. Moving up.
Wow, that's a big jump for them.
Andy Dalton.
don't
I
know
mean,
if
that was
would-
a hell of
yeah,
a performance.
yeah.
27 the Raiders.
Okay.
I would flip them.
They'd be higher. if
They
Aiden
just beat the
O'Connell was
shit
there.
out of
Yeah,
them?
if they decided to start Aiden O'Connell, I would.
28 the Jags.
Yeah.
29 the Titans. 30 the Giants. I don't care that you beat the Browns any given Sunday. 31 the Broncos. 32 Patriots. That's my Week 4 power rankings.
Nice.
I think the Patriots are the worst team in the NFL. I know you beat the Bengals, but the Bengals are clearly worse than we thought.
Yeah.
And it's an any given Sunday league. I actually think this is a very sound list.
I think it's a great list.
Any other list? Shouldn't listen to it.
I think the Jets could be a little higher. So the Jets play the Broncos. Nothing really good here. Say we beat them 31-10. Do we crack the top 10? Mm-hmm. Okay.
For sure.
Okay, cool.
You should beat the shit out of them.
That's the plan.
It's a massive letdown for them.
That's the plan.
What do we want to do next? 'Cause we're running. We're with that. That took a while.
Usually
Okay.
it does.
I have a quick one. I have a couple actually.
I have a really quick one.
Okay, you go.
I have
so many.
a really quick one. Dude, stop.
Yeah,
you can't,
yeah,
you,
you're like
you can't
making
make the
love to your
sucking
coffee. What
sound
the
like you're
fuck?
making like a smooching
so-
sound with your cup.
So good.
This is going to be a really, really simple one, folks. All
Okay.
right, you ready for this? We can have this. I expect you guys to have this done very quickly.
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right.
What are we doing? Fantasy?
Fantasy. It's a little
I love
fantasy
it.
game.
By
for
the
you
way, I
folks.
love when Jack's gone because we could talk a lot
Yeah.
more fantasy.
Cool.
He hates fantasy.
I want you guys to guess the top. How many did we want to do? You
do
didn't
5.
want. You only want to do 5? You
Yeah,
only
10
wanna do 5?
10 would be a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I want you guys to guess the top 5 scoring wide receivers in fantasy so far. It is not what you would expect.
It's a different year.
It's a different year. It's a weird year. A lot of injuries.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, one.
Malik Neighbors 1. There you go.
2, Chris Godwin.
3, Chris Godwin.
Rashi Rice.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
number
2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's real fun. Why do I feel like DK's here?
DK is not. He's 7. He's
Okay,
very close. Very
sure.
close.
Sure.
Wait, there was someone that just had another massive week.
Marv's not here.
Marv is not in the top 10.
Yeah.
He only had one week. He only won one quarter, but he's still the best
Why am I?
receiver.
Rashid Shaheed. No, he had a bad week 3.
He had 0 points in week
Yeah,
3
no, that's
he had
tough.
0
in my starting lineup.
Oh,
Our starting lineup.
my God.
It's not CD because he's been bad. It's not.
Can I look at receivers?
No, definitely not. No, you can't.
Why do I feel like
Well, that's stupid.
could Khalil Shakir be here?
No.
He had a good week
Okay,
3.
you guys are digging way too deep, way too quick.
Okay. I'm on Ra.
No, not even top 10.
Devontae Smith.
No, number 8.
Why do I'm just missing the whole field, aren't I?
Yeah, you got like
CD's not here. CD?
CD.
Tyreek's not.
No. Dude.
Jamar?
No. Oh my God.
Oh.
The people watching this video are screaming at their phones right now.
I'm not looking at.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Jettis.
Jettis. Yeah, he's number 5.
Okay, and we need more.
We need 4.
And then number 4, this is a very random name.
Oh.
Random name.
You let me know when you want another hint, because another hint would
no.
give it away, but very random name.
It's crazy because I can
Let's
pride
do
myself.
teams really quick.
I pride myself on being a fantasy guy, and I can't think of this guy.
It's not.
I want to give you guys a bit more.
Give me a
of
hint. Give me a hint. No,
a little
because we're
more of
running
a
low on
hint
time.
here.
I'm gonna get in a second. Come on.
All he needed was 1.
All he needed was 1.
All I need was 1.
What?
Who had the 99-yard touchdown?
What?
Did someone? It was a 99-yard touchdown.
No, Jettis had a 97-yard
Why would that
touchdown.
be
But
literally the answer to his question? All he needed was 1. Like
One
you could
catch.
score 100 yard touchdown.
he got all his points. all he needed was 1 game.
Oh, Cooper.
No. I feel like I thought this was going to be a lot easier, but I've been on the other side of these trivias.
1
I know
game?
what it's like.
He played 1 game and had a 3rd and Juwan.
Yeah, Jawan Jennings.
That's
He had
crazy.
46 points
Oh
this
my
week.
God.
He had 11 catches for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Veto.
He scored 46 points in week 3.
Veto.
That's disgusting.
He had 11 in week 1,
No.
and that gets him there. And
Okay.
He had 5 in week 2.
Out of those 5, who do you think could easily stay within? Like who do you feel the most comfortable to say that he's going to stay as a top 12 wide receiver?
Malik
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Okay,
Without a
outside of
doubt.
Malik.
Chris Godwin.
I think
Chris
it's Godwin.
Dude, Malik Neighbors has had 30 targets over the last 2 weeks.
That's disgusting. Also, I have Malik Neighbors and Chris Godwin in one league.
and Rashee Rice.
And Rashi Rice.
That's crazy.
And then DJ Moore on my bench and Garrett Wilson.
All right, well,
It's a
while we're
keeper
on-
league.
Fuck with me.
While we're on the fantasy subject, I think we talk more fantasy because
Yeah.
this is sick. I saw this, and I want to just talk about it. So this is gonna be. I need you to dig into the history a little bit. Nothing crazy, not any like insane names. But I want you to guess right now. Okay, can you guess right now? Basically, the top 10 fantasy seasons by a wide receiver.
Oh my God.
Wait. Let me make sure I read this correctly.
Because, like, is Antonio Brown on
Okay,
the list
sorry.
like
Let
4
me rephrase.
times?
Can you guess the top 10 best rookie wide receiver seasons
Rookie
in
wide
fantasy
receiver.
history?
Okay, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is number 4.
Justin Jefferson.
Number 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, Puka Nacua.
Number 6.
Sorry, I'm just firing.
Can I pull something? Like
Yeah.
Dwayne Bowe.
No, but not bad.
Is he somewhere close to the list?
No, I only have 12.
What's the oldest guy?
Yeah.
98.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Marvin Harrison.
He wouldn't have been a rookie in 98. He was older than that.
No.
Was he really?
Yeah. Calvin Johnson.
Not on this list.
Wow.
Not on this list. Don't overthink. Let's
CD Lamb.
Nope.
Amon Ra.
Nope.
No, he popped off in like week 14.
Yeah, you're right.
So right now you got Jamar, you got Puka, you got Jettis.
Yeah.
By the way, all big names.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
not gonna.
yeah.
I'm not trying to stump you a little bit. But this is massive. Like
Marquise Colston.
Why is that where you're at?
he was number 11.
Chris Olave.
No, but that was
Really?
an unreal pull.
That's crazy.
Like if you're in the realm of
Well, I'm
Saints
thinking-
players,
Oh, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas number 8.
Slant boy who's not Rashi Rice.
Exactly.
Okay.
Rashi Rice.
Rashi Rice?
No.
Garrett Wilson?
No. We're talking rookie. This is the rookie
Rookie.
season.
I know.
One
He had
season.
1,000 yards as a rookie.
No.
Tyreek wasn't good right away.
Give me a big one. Who's one of the best wide receivers in NFL history?
Larry Fitzgerald.
No. Well, yes, but no.
And it wasn't Calvin Johnson.
Come on.
Jerry
Come on.
Rice.
Come on.
Too old.
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson, not on this list.
Damn.
Come on.
Oh, Des Bryant.
Nope. We literally named thing in the game after him.
Madden.
Oh, Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, number 3 on this list, 19.17 fantasy PPR points per game.
Terrell Owens.
Not on this list. Come on. Give me number 1. Give me number 1. Reach back like 1-3.
How
Odell.
Odell.
How is Puka Nacua not one?
He's number 6.
I know, but how is he not one?
Puka averaged 17.56 points per game. Odell averaged 24.58 fantasy points per game in 2014 with the Giants as a rookie.
Excuse me?
That's
Crazy. Okay.
What do
Who are we
need?
missing?
Come
How
on.
many?
I think 3. I think the number is 3.
No, I think
You're
we're
missing 4.
5. Okay, 4.
Missing 4. You got Odell at 1. You got Randy Moss at 3. You got Jamar at 4. You got Anquan Bolden at 5.
Can you
You
get
got
do you
Puka
have
at
the
6.
years
You
in
got
front of
Jettis
you?
at 7. I do have the years.
Can you give us the years?
Yeah.
2014.
That didn't help me at all. That actually hurts me a
okay.
lot. That hurts me so much.
Who is one of the most consistent wide receivers?
Chad Johnson.
Texas A&M.
Mike Evans, yeah.
Mike Evans. Mike Evans is number 9 on this list. Now, the main reason that I wanted to play this game is because I think we need to fucking appreciate what is happening in 2024 for rookie wide receivers. Through 3 games,
Malik Neighbors?
Malik Neighbors is currently on pace to be the second.
Oh, so we're doing an on pace thing. Okay. Malik Neighbors. Yeah.
Malik Neighbors currently is second if we go through the course of the season.
Okay, that would help.
So 22.83 points per game. Right now, through 3 weeks, Malik Neighbors is trending.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the second best rookie wide receiver season in fantasy football history in PPR.
And you said Marvin Harrison's not one of them.
Correct.
Really? Huh.
Interesting.
I would have thought he'd
Because you
would
didn't
be
say
like-
the junior.
Oh, it really?
Marvin Harrison Jr. is currently pacing at number 10.
So pissed.
Is this guy serious?
That was so rude.
Is this
You
guy
said
serious?
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah,
He did.
I literally said 98, and then you said Marvin Harrison. There was no correlation.
You were
between
talking
them.
about the.
I was talking about his dad.
Yeah,
correct.
you were
I was,
talking
yeah.
about the old one.
But, like, seriously, if you drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors in the second round, you were basically saying these guys are going to have one of the best wide receiver seasons for a rookie in NFL history for fantasy.
And they
Through
are.
3 weeks, they're both pacing to finish top 10 in points per game among rookie wide receivers since 98.
I am going to be.
And they get better over the course of the season.
Yeah, I'm going to be more brave next season about putting my nuts on the tables and drafting rookie wide receivers taken in the top 10.
Isn't that crazy?
It's such a fucking obvious formula. I know that Roma Dunze hasn't been that guy yet, but that's because there's too many weapons and
he had
their
16
offense
fantasy
sucks.
points last week?
Yeah, and that was his first good one though.
Yeah.
But like when you take a guy like Malik Neighbors who like the next best offensive weapon is Wan'Dale Robinson in that
Yeah.
offense. He's gonna get targets.
Can I like also like mark this list? So let me read the list. Like 1 is OBJ, 2 is Malik Neighbors, 3
Go
Randy
Giants.
Moss,
Go Giants.
4 Jamar Chase, 5 Anquan Bolden, 6 Puka Nacua,
Anquan
7
Bolden.
Jettis, 8 Michael Thomas, 9 Mike Evans, 10 Marvin Harrison Jr. Those are the top 10 fantasy seasons by a rookie wide receiver since 98.
Would have never gotten Anquan
The
Bolden.
craziest part about that, rookie wide receivers get better as time goes on through the season. So, like, Malik can be there, and yes, you could make the argument that he might regress a tad because he's had an insane start. But Marvin Harrison Jr. was non-existent in week 1.
Yeah.
And he is currently number 10.
I think it's with Neighbors. I think it's far more likely that he regresses to some more normal realm of performance. I don't think he's going to get 18 targets a game the way he has. I think if that offense is going to improve, you have to get other guys involved.
Yeah.
But
only fear there's
he's so
like-
sick.
Isn't
He's
that
so fucking sick.
insane
Who else
though?
do they have? No, that's actually
Malik,
nuts.
Malik
No,
and Marv, but like Malik's been insane, and we're not crediting Marv, but Marv's also been ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like to me, like we're watching 2 amazing rookie wide receivers. Yeah, that's crazy. Can we build our first team all pro?
Please.
I know you have your game, but like I want to
You're good.
get some things out of the way quickly.
You're great.
All right, so let's build our first team all pro through the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. We did it week 1, we did it week 2, we're doing it week 3.
Okay.
Quarterback,
Josh
running
Allen.
back, 3 wide receivers. We're no longer and a tight end, and we're no longer going to do a kicker because the year the kicker is no longer existent.
Your kicker's over.
All right,
was
let's
fun.
all
Good
say it
run.
on
Good run for the
three.
kickers.
Let's all say it on
Good
3.
run for the kickers. You guys are back to being dorks.
All right, quarterback.
It's Josh Allen.
It is.
But we've been doing this thing where a guy who might not be here at the end of the season and we want to give him his flowers while we can. Sam Darnold is certainly a consideration.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be Josh. It's going to be Lamar. If we want to talk fantasy, Jaden Daniels has had 2 amazing weeks.
I don't want to talk about
But
fantasy.
Sam Darnold, I mean, look, the MVP goes to the quarterback of the best team right now. And the best team right now in the NFL outside.
They're not the fucking best team. You didn't even rate them number 1
I was
overall.
about to say besides Patrick Mahomes.
You have the Bills number 1, though.
I do. I actually realized there were a lot of holes in the statement I just made.
Yeah.
But I think it's Sam Darnold.
No, it's not Sam Darnold.
It's not Sam Darnold, but I want it to be Sam Darnold.
Yes, I love Sam Darnold. I feel like he's.
Can we give the man his flowers?
No, we're giving him his flowers right now, but he's not going to be on my All-Pro team. Josh Allen has been playing out of his fucking mind, and he's showing everybody, like we said at the beginning of the season after we saw 1 week, it's Pat Mahomes, clear as day, number 1. It's Josh Allen, clear as day, number 2. And then whoever the fuck else.
You want to give it to Josh Allen?
I want to give it to Josh Allen.
It's lame, but we have to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's not lame.
We need to be a reputable source of news.
We do need to be reputable.
We can't just be like, oh, you can't
just say the Vikings are going to be 0-6.
We're so proud of you after 3 weeks. Here's your first team All-Pro. No, let's take fucking Josh Allen.
I like that. Okay, cool. Running back.
Moving on. Running back. I think it stays.
Who was it last week?
I think it was Saquon.
No, last week it was Alvin Kamara. This week
was it Alvin Kamara?
I think it was
I
Alvin
think
Kamara.
we're back
He
to
had 44
Saquon.
points. It's Saquon Barkley.
I want to throw it out there like he's not all pro, but like Jonathan Taylor finally looks like he's coming to life.
Yep. Both guys on Derek's fantasy team.
Yeah.
It's Saquon Barkley. I can't believe that anybody thought Saquon Barkley wouldn't return to being elite, the best running back in football behind the Eagles' offensive line with Jalen Hurts as his quarterback.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's Saquon.
That was so obvious, and I was the damn fantasy nerd idiot that was like, oh, Jalen Hurts is gonna vulture touchdowns from Saquon Barkley. Newsflash: Saquon Barkley can also squat 600 pounds.
It doesn't, but it's not even that. It's like goal line touches. Like he broke one.
Yeah,
right.
Like
I'm also so annoyed. Like I should have taken like. Everyone's like, oh, Bijan. I honestly think like I was thinking for a little bit like Saquon over Bijan, but like you can't do that because of the fantasy nerds, and I felt like that was sad.
Next year. I'm gonna set a reminder for myself right now. Set a reminder for August 15th to trust your fucking big board in fantasy football. Don't give a shit about the ADP. Because I have it right every year, and then I just get into a draft, and I'm like, oh, but my guy's not coming for 25
Remember when I
picks.
said 15 minutes after we get the coffee, he's going to come alive? Here we are.
Yeah.
So
all right, wide receiver 1. Well, it's not even really wide receiver 1, but like the first wide receiver.
Malik Neighbors.
I think it has to be Malik.
I'm down. I love that.
I think it has to be Malik. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I like Malik Neighbors. He's done great for my fantasy team, and I think that he is going to continue, as you were just alluding to continue to develop into a stud.
I'm seeing people are saying, like, is he a top 10 wide receiver in the league already?
He might be.
I can't say he is because of the targets.
Well, right now we're
We
saying
just put him in the number
right
one.
now we're saying he's number
No,
one.
I agree, but we also fucking put nobody's in
Fair,
1, 2.
fair,
Like
fair.
if we're
We
actually
don't have to
having
be
a
right
conversation-
until week 18.
If you can give the top 10 wide receivers if an objective top 10 wide receiver list, all the targets that Malik Neighbors has, are you saying that all those wide receivers are not going to be better, or are you going to say Malik is still going to perform? I think 10 wide receivers would perform better than Malik Neighbors with all the targets that they would have.
Ooh,
Right now.
I think there
disagree.
is also like you earn targets. There,
Yeah,
there are a lot of targets given, but you have to imagine he's getting open.
Yes,
you don't
but
get all those targets
he's also
unless you're
being
open.
given targets.
Yes.
Sure,
they have
sure,
no
sure.
one else to throw to.
But he's also like the catches he's making are insane. He's catching targets.
Okay.
he's number 1.
Yeah.
He's number 1.
Okay,
number 2, Rashi Rice.
Love.
Yeah.
But he's slant boy.
He is slant
Look,
boy,
we
but
have
he's
to- we have
performing
to call it
inside.
out.
God damn it, is he a good slant boy?
Easy yak. He's a yak merchant, which is great. You need to have one of those. I'm not discrediting.
I know. But anytime you say
we-
insert word merchant, it's a negative thing.
It is a negative.
I would love to be a yak merchant.
Number 3, our third wide receiver. Like we had Godwin in there last week. I don't mind keeping him in there, but I also wouldn't mind keeping Jettis.
I was going to say I'll bump Godwin out for Jettis. It's just
Jettis was in there last week as well.
That's what I'm saying.
I would rather have Jettis.
Both of those guys were in it. We're going to have to kick one of them out here.
Okay.
Godwin had a
Not
Godwin.
He scored
he
another
scored a
touchdown. Yeah.
But it wasn't as like dominant. He didn't have another 100-yard game. He had 200-yard games in the first 2 weeks. Yeah. It was a lot less. Still performed. I think if you look at the fantasy numbers, you're like, he's still in that consideration. I mean, but I think it's Jettis.
Yeah,
Like,
give me
Jettis is
Justin
good.
Jefferson. We'll do the same kind of
to be
argument we did
sick.
last week of Justin Jefferson's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
and
then
Chris Godwin's Chris Godwin.
tight end, the revolving door of all revolving doors.
Dallas Goedert, I guess if we want
We're just doing the 1 year.
I like-
the one
yeah,
week.
yeah.
I
he
mean,
had 170 yards.
He looks like the best tight end of all time.
I guess it's Dallas Goedert after week 3.
I mean, who do you want to give to?
I still want to keep rocking there. Weirdly,
I would love to, but I feel we gotta.
Okay, Dallas.
Let's overreact.
Let's give everyone some flowers.
Dallas
Yeah.
Goedert.
Dallas Goedert.
Welcome to the first team All-Pro.
Welcome, congratulations, first team All Pro.
Yeah.
And he I
It's
wish
a
I had
target
him.
argument.
Yeah, he's going to be a target merchant. Devontae Smith is no longer with us. Prayers up for
Eagles?
Devontae Smith.
Wait, Jack might kill
and
us.
AJ
Two
Brown.
Eagles?
AJ Brown down.
Jack would still be saying Jordan Mason.
Yeah. he would
Wait,
be.
should we like circle back and just like, oh yeah, Jordan Mason, you kind of suck.
No, I think that they're decimated right now, bro.
Okay, okay.
They're decimated.
Yeah, is Devontae Smith okay? That was a dirty hit.
It was a dirty hit.
That was really
I don't
dirty
know
hit.
the latest with him.
Okay, can I hop in? Okay,
you're up.
I have. Well, let's do one that'll be quicker. I think will be faster. I'm about. Oh Jesus,
I want you to do the tiers. I'll be honest.
the tiers.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
Okay,
I think that's a real fun game.
so I'm gonna be ranking every 1 and 2 team in the NFL right now, and I started to rank them, and then I realized that like I had no idea where I was going with this, and it turned into a power ranking, and I didn't know if teams are playing each other. Was I ranking them who was gonna win or whatnot? So I put them in the tiers instead. So every 1 and 2 team, there are 15 of them, so almost half the league.
That's insane.
It is. The parity right now is actually insane.
So you tiered the 1 and 2 teams.
I tiered the 1 and 2 teams, and it looks like this.
Spoiler alert.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, the easy one, clearly the best team overall out of the 1 and 2 teams, in my opinion, is the Ravens.
Okay.
What? I mean, that was crazy by you.
I just wanted a better. I was gonna throw him a better pass.
Oh, give me something.
yeah, give him something. Give him something.
Can you
give him a
just
chest
give me
pass.
a better? Give me a quick better tee. Just tiering something. Just something a little more concise. You had it. No, you had it.
Tiering.
No, you had it. Take
It's-
a breath.
it's ra-
Hold on. Ready?
No, it's pretty easy.
I already said it. It's ranking.
I know. I think he just wants it a little tighter.
Yeah. No, because I want to keep the whole thing in, but I'm just. No, don't overthink it.
Tiering 1 and 2 teams in the NFL right now. That's what you wanted from me?
Yeah, no, that's
I
great.
didn't like that.
I didn't like that. It was just
I
like
think
weird.
it's like
tiering is
I
weird.
put like what I would go
okay.
with. This is some good podcasting, but this is what a show is like. Everybody, I would go with something like I put every 1 and 2 team into tiers. This is what it looks like. Something like
okay.
that.
And then some because the on screen is tiering 1 and 2 teams. You know what I'm saying? So I
Also,
just need an
tiering
opportunity.
isn't a word.
Correct.
So
It's not-
that's the other thing.
Okay.
I put every 1 and 2 teams.
Why are you looking that way? Also,
Because I'm trying to get the hook. I put every 1 and 2
I love
team
everyone
into the
listening right
NFL.
now.
I
This
know.
is fun.
Okay, wait. I'm kind of annoyed because I felt like I did a great intro.
all right.
Like, I don't know why the fuck you did this to me.
All right, TyKo, you tiered every 1 and 2 team.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
Yes.
Give me the tiers.
Okay, the first tier is clearly the best.
Okay.
Which is like
Is that literally what it's called? Clearly the best?
Okay. The Ravens.
Yes.
Out of the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're the team
They're
that
clearly
show
the
me the
best.
best.
Yeah, no, that checks.
Tier 2, another very specific tier, but you are only in this tier because you've been to the Super Bowl many times in recent years. You're probably going to get there again and lose again.
The Niners.
The 49ers,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Injuries.
Yeah.
That's also injuries. With the Ravens too, they could be 3-0.
Correct.
They could also be 0-3.
But they could be 3-0.
But they also could be 0-3.
Okay, but they're 1 and 2, so we're talking about the could be 3-0.
Correct.
Just because that. Shut up.
Next tier.
Niners belong there. Yeah.
Next
Boy, are
tier.
they hurt.
Next tier of 1 and 2. There's 5 here. 5 teams.
Oh, wow.
I want you guys to guess them. You'll be fine if your QB doesn't shit the bed.
Okay.
The Dolphins.
Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Colts.
Yes.
Yeah, he shits the bed. Who else is
not
1 and
the
2?
Dolphins?
No, they're 2-1 Eagles.
Hang on, I got. Yeah,
I got to look at teams.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna get the standings up.
Well, no.
Do you guys want me to give you one?
No.
I'll just. I think the Rams fall in this tier.
Yeah.
You think Matthew Stafford, if he shits the bed?
If he doesn't shit the bed.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. They have injuries.
No, exactly. But he needs to carry. Like this is like your quarterback needs to carry you for the time being.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is there. And
the
there's one more.
Falcons?
Falcons.
The Browns.
No.
Do you have the Bears in there?
What?
No.
Okay, good.
What? The Browns are being held back by Deshaun.
There's one.
I know, but I think the way he's phrasing it is that like the quarterback is good. He just
The quarterback
needs to,
is a good quarterback
he
as long
does
as the
need to
quarterback
play
does.
well.
Like this quarterback was perfect.
Kyler, yeah.
Yes. So that's my 5 there. It's the Cardinals, the Falcons, the Rams, the Colts, the Cowboys.
Yeah,
You'll
that
be
feels
fine if
good.
your quarterback plays well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I flipped it. Yep.
Yeah,
in my
that
brain.
feels good.
Yep.
The next bucket. You have a rookie quarterback, so it's way too soon to tell. There's 2
Bears.
teams. Bears,
The Bears.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Bears,
I think the
Broncos.
Broncos are right there. I do. After what we saw last week against the Bucks, I think we're all talking about the Bucks as potentially being a good team. I do think that the Broncos with Bo Nix can actually make some noise.
No, I think that game took place in the Twilight Zone. I think something was up in Tampa Bay. It's just like that. I'm putting zero stock into
I'm
that
offended that the Broncos, even if the tier is something else, that the Dolphins are not
Above the
above them. Like,
Dolphins.
what the fuck is happening?
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're not there.
No.
What?
The next tier is Malik Neighbors is the best player of all time.
The Giants.
Yes.
They're above the Dolphins.
Yeah. So the next tier after that is what is the quarterback situation, and it's Dolphins and the Raiders, because you guys are very much aligned.
You're over here sitting like, oh, Skylar Thompson isn't starting next week. Who is then? Tell me, please break the news of who is the starting quarterback for the Dolphins.
They have not announced it yet.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Skylar shit-ass Thompson.
But with a tier with a tiered list, you're essentially saying that these teams above are better, regardless of how you phrase it.
But this is a right now. So like with Skylar Thompson, like the right now, you guys are fucking worse than the Giants.
But you just said you don't know who the quarterback is, so it appears you know who the quarterback is. It's
but
Skylar Thompson.
once we figure out that situation, maybe I'll move that bucket up a little bit.
Okay, Tyler Huntley's Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley's the quarterback of the Dolphins. Where does that team go?
Wow, you guys are still ass.
I think that bumps you up into Bryce Young was your starting quarterback tier with the Panthers. I think that's the situation that we're falling into here.
The Raiders need to start Aiden O'Connell. The Gardner Minshew experiment, we've seen enough.
Yes.
Get AOC in there. Get AOC.
Okay, so we're not through 13 of the teams. Now the last two teams, do you guys want the bottom or the
We'll go in order.
last? Okay. Next up, the tier name is and it's the Patriots. Like what are we doing? Like you drafted Drake May to not let him play, but you haven't done anything to help him around him. Your defense looks and I just hate your entire team right now.
No, I think it makes sense what they're doing.
What they're doing
with
with Drake May
what the Panthers should have done.
Yes, exactly. They're not stunting his
So it's not
development by playing him behind a terrible offensive line and terrible weapons all around him. They're like, Drake, just go learn. That's what you don't want to do in a football game.
I'm gonna this tier still. Just
Okay.
I don't like what they're doing.
But no, is questionable. Yeah,
no, it's still but I just don't like it.
Okay.
Last is I don't want to be mean, but
Ass.
Yeah.
No, what's it called?
You got to bench your current QB.
Yeah, Browns.
Like that is the only thing you can do right now. Like it is clearly you guys have players around him that can perform well, and you guys just suck with him.
I see this tiered list a bit flawed because I would put the Browns one a lot higher because if they bench, because I think the team is good, but they're being held back by the quarterback, so they would be like even above the Dolphins and above the Raiders.
Yeah, so that's what I think. Like with TyKo, it was a very interesting list because I don't think remotely is it who is the best team list. It's
just what's going on.
It's what's going on.
It's good situation to worse situation.
Yes, I think that's exactly it. Like right now, the Browns with Deshaun Watson as their starting quarterback are the worst of the one.
But I would
teams.
make the argument that of the 1 and 2 teams, the Dolphin situation is worse than the Browns currently.
Which is why they're below the Giants, the Panthers, the Bears, the Broncos.
Below a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I would say the Browns.
You think the Browns are in a better situation than the Dolphins?
I do.
Because they have a backup quarterback, and if you bench Deshaun Watson, Jameis, I think, could get you wins.
Jameis Winston on the Dolphins would be incredible.
That's a take.
There is no evidence whatsoever to show me that Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer are going to go out and actually get a quarterback to say, like, let's win games. Bro, in 2 weeks, if they come out here and say we're going to start Skylar Thompson, the Dolphins community is actually going to go burn down the whole stadium.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
So I think the Browns are. I think the Browns are in a better situation than the Giants.
Okay, moving.
I think the Giants. I mean, the
Hey,
Giants.
good job, TyKo.
I tried.
No, that was fun. It was fun. But
just beat the
I think that you didn't rank it by how the team is. You ranked it by good situation to worse situation. You think the Brown situation is really bad.
I think the Brown situation is horrible. Like I think they're by far the worst.
I don't. They have weapons on the offense, and they have one of the best defenses in football. If they could get average quarterback play, they'd be a top half of the league team.
Yeah.
They just don't have even.
We've got
close
time
to
for one
average.
more.
Do you want to do?
Do we want to just take a break and then come back up?
No,
or are we just
no,
gonna
we
Do
get
you want to
it.
do? You want to do wavelength?
I think let's play NFL Week 3 Wavelength.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Last game, last time we're playing. I think we're going to start doing this every week because it's kind of fun. But we're going to play Wavelength. I don't know if anyone has played Wavelength before, but this is the NFL version of it, okay? So NFL Week 3 Wavelength.
Okay.
You have to ask us questions. TyKo and I have decided on a number before the episode, and you have to ask us questions that will correlate with that number. But the only evidence that you could ask or the only questions you could ask are questions that have to do with 1, 2, and 3 of the weeks of NFL.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought you were saying I can only give rank
I was like,
1,
what
2,
the
and 3. I
fuck?
was
The only
Close your eyes.
1 to 10.
The question.
We're gonna show the camera what the number is.
Wait, are you guys like the people watching this video are going to see the number?
Yes.
Why aren't I feel like they should play along with me?
No, that's like not how that goes.
Are you sure about
Yeah.
that?
Close your eyes. You're open your eyes. You're good.
So yeah, ask us questions that have to do with the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. So we showed the number.
Well, and then, but you guys do like a 1 to 10, right? That's
yeah, it's 1 to
this
10.
game is
1 through
okay.
10. You're gonna ask us questions. TyKo and I picked a number. You're gonna ask questions that correlate with that number.
And ask me one,
Yeah.
ask him one, ask
Okay.
me one, ask him.
Adam, starting quarterback.
Geno Smith.
So that's kind of annoying because like he's been elite so far, but he's Geno Smith. So like that, I don't know if Adam. I don't like this game already because it's really all opinions. Because I don't know if Adam's putting stock into what Geno Smith has done so far, or if he's discrediting him because Seahawks haven't played anybody. I'm gonna. Do I throw out a number every time?
You can do whatever you want.
Do I
Yeah,
throw
please.
out a number every time? All right, 7.
Okay.
Dude, am I right?
Well, I'm not.
Well, we're not gonna tell
we're
you the
gonna-
number.
Let's see if you can do it in 4 questions.
Yeah.
How about
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
3. Let's do 3.
Let's do
Okay.
4. 2 each.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I don't like. Okay.
Okay, just go.
Okay, if you want to do it in 3, you can do it in 3.
No, and defense.
Oh shit.
The position or the actual defense in the NFL?
Like who's got the best defense in the NFL? Like if you were to put, and is it 10 good or is it 10 bad?
But 10 is good.
10's good. Okay.
10 is the best team. Hopefully
Yeah. So the
people
best
play
defense would be
Wavelength.
10.
I'm gonna shoot from the hip here and say like the Bucks.
Okay, that was very informative for me.
So
Okay, I think you completely fucked me with the Geno Smith number because Geno Smith and the Bucks defense. Geno Smith has been a top 10 quarterback in the NFL so far. The Bucks have been a bottom 10 defense in the NFL so far. So right now I'm somewhere in the middle at 5. I'm gonna go at 5 is where I'm at right now.
wait a second. Should it have been NFL Week 4 Wavelength? Because it's like Week 4 power rankings?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So you're at a 5 right now. That's what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, I'm at a 5 right now. Just power rank the team, like a team where they would
What?
be.
No, because then that's
No.
well, not power rank, but like if this team is a 7 out of 10 so far this season.
Oh. Wait.
Wait.
No. You have to ask. You have to pick a team. You can do that. Like you could say the Bears.
No, I need you to give me a team that on a scale of 1 to 10, the way they performed this season, a 10 would be the Bills.
Okay. I got it because I just made the power rankings. So
Yeah,
I'm not,
it should just go to like do some math.
yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay. I fully understand how this works. Right there.
Come on.
Can you close your eyes? Can I ask Pat?
Dude,
close
you're
your eyes.
acting like there's a correct answer. to
Cowboys.
this. Okay, Cowboys. All
open your
right.
eyes.
Okay, yeah. The middle feels right still. Right in the middle feels right. Okay.
Do you think you could get it with one more question to TyKo?
I think for sure.
All right, go.
Okay. Give me a wide receiver. So far this season.
Oh,
That's so hard.
it's not though. You got to look at a list. The problem is like,
I need to pull.
Just
up a list
go
real
to
quick.
fantasy scoring on
Yeah.
ESPN and just rank them by points scored, and
Sorry,
then,
guys.
then you'll get a vibe.
I
of
thought
the
this was
right
gonna
answer
go a
here.
little bit differently than it is.
Well, there's only so many questions I can ask.
Yeah.
It's
Well, like,
really
well, yeah, you
rank
could-
players and rank teams and rank offenses and defenses.
Okay, I'll go DJ
it's not.
DJ Moore.
It's not that.
All right, I'm
It's
gonna.
not that bad of a pull. Honestly.
So we had the QB is Geno Smith. We had the defense is the Buccaneers. We had the team is the Cowboys, and we had the wide receiver as DJ Moore. The Geno Smith I had at a 7. The Bucks defense I had at a 3. Who was next? The Cowboys as a team I have at a 5, and DJ Moore I have around 4 or 5. Final answer. Give me 5.
No, it was 6.
6, really?
Right
the
there.
Bucks then was just dead wrong. The
Yeah,
Bucks
no, it
have
was
one.
too-
The
yeah.
Bucks have
Bucks-
one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
The
so
Bucks
that,
was definitely
you fucked me.
questionable.
Yeah,
The
you
Bucks were
fucked me.
definitely
And
questionable.
DJ Moore at 6. How many points does he have?
No, DJ Moore has not. DJ Moore has been a middle of the pack.
He's
wide
not been a
receiver.
top. He's not been above average. I'll tell you that much.
What do you mean?
He's
He
been
hasn't.
just slightly
He's wide
above
receiver
average.
28
That's
in the
not
entire
above
position
average.
group. Yep.
That's not above average.
What do you mean?
That'd be like a
He's
7.
not a wide receiver 2. I'd say wide receiver 1 is above average, wide receiver 2 is average, and then wide receiver 3s are below average.
He's
person-
definitely starting as wide receiver.
The
two on a
person
lot of
I was gonna
teams.
say-
Yeah, I know, and people are upset that he's their starting wide receiver 2 because he doesn't do shit.
The person I was gonna say was like either Amari Cooper, DJ I thought about, or even Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, no, the DJ Moore pick was fine. The Bucks pick.
But by
you
the way,
fucked me.
DJ
You
Moore,
fucked
if
me.
anything, would have helped you because DJ Moore would have brought it up.
No, DJ Moore would have brought it down.
Dude,
Oh, you think DJ?
I think DJ Moore's a 5.
Oh, I think DJ Moore's been like. I actually think DJ's been like a 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
like
I
that.
think that was actually one of my best.
Do you know
that was
what
the best
DJ?
answer.
Yeah,
He's
DJ
28 overall position.
He hasn't been good.
But he's 28 overall.
He hasn't been good.
Okay. We're gonna do this really quick because I'm gonna do it.
Wait. Where is DJ Moore on this list? Where is DJ Moore?
At
on this
28.
list?
He's 28
Apparently.
overall position rank. Okay.
I was in standard. Fuck.
Dude, why are you
No,
ever
no,
in standard?
because whenever you switch it, sometimes
I know,
on the-
go,
on
no,
the
but you
phone-
should go to the ESPN
I
app,
don't.
go
I
to
use
your
fantasy
league.
scoring.
Go to
leader.
your league.
I
That-
use fantasy scoring.
Okay,
leaders.
I'm sending
I know,
you guys
but whatever. DJ Moore had 10 points, 11
show
points,
you
and
how easy
15
this is.
points. No, I understand, but he had 10, 11, and 15. To me, that's slightly above average for where you drafted him. Go.
Okay.
No, I understand.
I just sent you guys a screenshot with 8 quarterbacks. You guys are going to look at these quarterbacks and tell me which one does not belong. So all these quarterbacks share one thing in common that like I went and found. One of them does not. So yeah.
Who is it? Okay, so it's interesting that he has Trevor Lawrence on here twice. So it's a season stat thing, or else Trevor Lawrence wouldn't be it. Okay, I think it's gonna be guys that started the season 0-3 is gonna be my because you got Joe Burrow 2024, you have Trevor Lawrence 2024. Those guys are both 0-3. I think I got it on the first go.
I think you are spot on.
Yeah, but now...
And I think TyKo knows it.
Yeah, I think he's panicking that I figured that one out that quickly. I feel like a sleuth
I
did a favor with
I think I'll be completely honest. TyKo, you fucked this one up with also. There are literally 2 quarterbacks on this list that have started 0-3 right now.
Well, yeah.
No, but I think that was like the giveaway.
Yeah.
I think TyKo just didn't expect Pat to be that smart and get to it that quick. With that said, I don't know who was the one who didn't start 0-3. I'm going to say it was Josh Rosen because that would be surprising. He's the worst quarterback on this list, but he's the only one who never started 0-3.
Okay. That's incorrect.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's on you guys to guess what is that one thing, is what TyKo wrote.
That was the.
So that is the
you got
thing?
the commonality.
So I got the commonality.
So now which one doesn't belong? Yeah. So all the quarterbacks you're looking at right now on the screen.
What I thought Josh Rosen.
They all started 0-3.
I thought you were
one of
throwing
them
me
did
for
not?
a loop. Russ last year? I don't feel like Russ did that. Did he start 0-3 last year? Was it that bad in Denver to start the season? Because he was fine by the end of the year, but 0-3 is a tough hole to dig out of, and they were a playoff contending team in the end of the year. People were talking about him as a long shot MVP candidate in like week 10. You give a guess now. I just gave a guess, so it's your turn to guess.
What was Josh Rosen's rookie year? 18?
2018.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say some wild shit.
Like what?
The thing is 0-3 though, just so you know. Like,
No, it is.
that
It is
the
0-3.
commonality.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what.
Hurry up.
I'm stumped.
Just
Then
guess.
throw a guess.
There's 8 options.
And it's like you're throwing shit at a wall, see what sticks.
And if you get it wrong, I'll tell you. 3, 2, 1.
Dude.
I honestly have no idea.
I know. So that means just like pick a guy
Literally
and
pick
say
any
it.
of the name.
Well, they missed
Okay,
the
I'll do
playoffs.
it for him.
so
Russell Wilson, 2023.
Incorrect. He also started 0-3 in
that's
2023.
what you're asking for. I was right.
Yeah.
The commonality is
The
yeah,
commonality
yeah, yeah.
is
Which
0-3.
one has not started 0-3?
It's Peyton Manning.
No, he did start 0-3 in 1999.
Okay, who is it?
It's Brett Favre. He never started 0-3
Wow.
a single time in his
Yeah,
career.
That's honestly feels
That's why
obvious
there's
now.
no year listed next to his name either.
You want to laugh? You were asking me the thing, and I was literally still trying to process. All these quarterbacks have one thing in common except for one of them. Like there was a lot of ones going on, and my brain was not.
I could tell, like you were thinking so hard on something when it required very little thought.
I
It's
was
just
not
like,
that
even
flopped.
listening.
Sorry, guys. I
no,
thought
that
it
was a
fun
good
game.
one.
It
You
was
just,
good.
I just was a little too
Oh,
smart.
also, sorry. Oh my God, for the people listening, the quarterbacks were Joe Burrow, Drew Brees,
yeah.
Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. Russell. Wow, that's terrible
yeah, for
podcasting.
the people listening, that is awful podcasting. That was strictly.
That was good though. That was good. That was
Thank
good.
you, thank you.
That was a fun episode. There was a lot of information that we had to soak in and talk about. Things that have happened through the first 3 weeks. Things that we think might happen through the rest of the season. That was good.
And
That's what the Capateria
and you
episode
can
is.
use all of that information now to go and build your better picks lineup and win 1,000x this weekend.
Exactly. You want to know what's crazy is that I don't have it off the top of my head, but Sam Darnold is tracking to smash his season-long projection on better picks.
Imagine, yeah.
Oh, I would have to imagine.
Including
Did he
Jettis.
even have one?
Jettis was not even above 100 receptions.
Interesting.
It's insane to me.
That's crazy.
It's insane to me. So, hey man, great episode, guys.
Thank
great
you,
episode.
thank you.
Great
That was a good
episode. For Friday's predictions episode, we are gonna have Derek come in and actually be Jack. Jack has given Derek permission to pick these teams
On behalf?
On behalf of him, it is going to be a very interesting episode.
That
Be a
blows.
long episode.
A couple of things. We're not starting at 10. He won't be here.
No, we are. And like if he's not here, he just doesn't pick.
Yeah. If
I'm
he's-
gonna
if he's not here,
be.
he's not.
Oh man, he's gonna be so annoying.
We're gonna have to figure it out.
It'll be good. We'll make it work.
And make sure to download better, play better picks. Use promo code CAPSOFF when you do. We got a great weekend coming up. We're gonna hit our Thursday night football lineup. We're gonna hit our Sunday night football lineup. We're gonna hit on Monday because we've been so close that we're due. We'll see you on Friday. Love you.
Shout out, Mudan.
Bye.
Caps Off is brought to you by Better, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Perotti, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Better and play better picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.